Welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Texting. It's your girl, Shade. Hey, bitches.
It's your girl, Charles Pinky.
I didn't know we were singing and I'm not prepared. It's Glenn. Oh, I gotta say it.
That was melodic.
Welcome back to another episode of Black Girls Texting. We're all here by the grace of G-O-D, joined by Charles Pinky, Betsy Brat. How's it going? You guys ready to get into all the good, bad, and ugly of life?
Yeah. Let's get it. You want to hop in with our on better reply?
I mean, I've got nothing but doom and gloom. I'm leaving my fucked up back on red. I was doing Pilates, trying to be skinty, and I don't know what I did. I did something. I said, that didn't feel so great. And then, probably would have literally discombobulated in solid core. I did one wrong move, back cracked, back did something, and I had a muscle spasm. And this is 30. So,
Yikes.
I've been at the chiropractor. I've been laying on my acupressure mat. I'm so happy I have that. It's honestly my saving grace right now. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, I got a trip, so I need to be able to walk. So I need this to get fixed ASAP. But definitely saw some progress, kind of. And my chiropractor was like, this happens to people all the time. Like, your body can naturally heal in about a week. So you coming here, it should like expedite the process. I think I'm going to be like a chiropractor acupuncture girly. Like, I'm just going to have to go weekly because I feel like I'm genetically predisposed to this or something. Like, something is wrong.
I mean, you are like always hobbling around.
Not hobbling. Well, I have a bad knee. I have a bad knee, which is genetic. And
Do
then
you take
the
collagen?
No,
Probably
I
should
want to
be.
start taking more collagen because
Yeah,
I did.
for your
I was just
joints.
reading someone. Shout out to Anya and Hood Health. She was posting about how collagen has helped her joints a lot. So I want to do that. And yeah, go to acupuncture, go to the chiropractor. Just because honestly, like, the shit he was pointing out to me, he was like, well, your foot and ankle are kind of like tilted in. So you might be walking oddly. And then that shoots up to your leg, which shoots up to your hips and impacts your back and I was like, oh my God. So just getting realigned, I think often will be really good. And then just being more mindful, literally, of like my posture, how I'm walking, stretching daily, which I try to do.
Your footwear. Like, you
My
could be wearing the
footwear.
wrong sneakers. There's this place that my
Yeah.
friend Gabby goes to, and they like, it's like a sneaker store, like running sneaker store and workout sneaker store, but they have like treadmills in there. So they like watch, because some people like are like normal, some people are like this, some people
Yeah.
are like this. So you need different kinds of shoes. Like, you can't just buy any old shoes, especially if you have back and knee stuff.
Yeah, he was like, your foot's actually pretty good, but like this is slightly like off, which could be leading. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was crazy. So I was like, okay, this is 30, this is life now, cool. But like, I love a thing.
31.
You love
So
a thing.
I'm 30, actually. She over there
You're
is
in your
31.
31st year.
Yeah, you're like basically 31.
It's May 16th.
You're a couple months away.
A few months,
So-
yeah. Basically 31.
Great, cool. So if we're gonna run with that, then Glenn, you're 32.
I'm so far from
I'm a fresh
my
30.
birthday, though.
Like, come on. Anyways, I'm 30. This is 30. I don't want to get pregnant. I was like, is this going to be me hobbling around with a bowl belly? Because I'm literally waddling like I'm with child. My
my
boyfriend thinks
God.
it's so funny. He's like, oh my God, this is how you're going to look when you're pregnant. I'm like,
Can you take videos? Make a
Please
TikTok
don't.
about the walk.
You should make a TikTok.
no, I'm going to lay down on my fucking mat after this. What will I reply to? I'll reply to my family being in town, and I'll probably only reply to that today because I'll probably leave it on red tomorrow because my mother is already telling me that my back is messed up because I have a weak core and I need to lose weight. So, you know,
Wow.
just good old West Indian mother treatments.
It is true though. Your core, like if your core is strong, you shouldn't have back injuries.
I have a great core, okay?
Strong. I mean strong. Like, is it strong?
I have a strong core. Listen, number one, both you bitches, I've been doing Pilates before all you hoes. I've been doing Pilates before half of these white women, okay? So I have a great core. I don't know
How
what the
often
fuck
are you
happened to me.
consistent? When do you go to Pilates?
Oh,
I have a Pilates. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, like how often are you going? I'm just curious.
Number one, I have a Pilates studio around the corner from me that I go to frequently. I have not been going because I am saving my coin, and I do mat Pilates in my home, which is when I injured myself. Now, what I did, I don't fucking know. I really don't know. Do you know what I really think the culprit is? That my new office does not have an ergonomic setup the way I do here.
You should complain.
And so I've
causing
been
you
like this.
medical issues.
I know. And so they got us these little measly laptop stands. Whatever. I'll get into it on
not measly.
I'll get into it on the Patreon. I don't want to be
That's such a good word.
But yeah, I think that's the culprit. I think that's what really set it off. Anyways, where was I? My mom was being mean to me. Oh yeah, happy they're in town. My mom brought me all this stuff. I think my sisters are going to be really pissed, but she brought me like my grandma's passport from Grenada, which is actually a British passport. She gave me her like naturalization paperwork, my grandfather's army dispatch. When they let you leave the army, the Navy, that paperwork, my grandparents' marriage certificates, a letter my grandma wrote to my great-grandmother when my mom was born, like 10 days after she was born. And I've been wanting to make my guest room like travel themed, but now I'm like, maybe it could be like an ode to the ancestors, because like my like religious setup isn't here. This is where I pray. So I'm like, oh my God, maybe I could like frame all the stuff.
No, you definitely
and then
should.
like they're all in this room. And my grandfather died in this room, my great grandfather. So, you know, I just want to like pull in all the ancestry vibes in the room. So I'm excited about that. My dad's been cool. He's just smoking a lot of weed and hanging out. And if I can walk tomorrow, we're gonna go to dinner with my boyfriend and go see the Cuban guy that we love, Glenn Pedrito. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Lit.
I'm really hoping that I get cracked into place tomorrow and I can make it. Tell me how, and then I'm gonna stop talking about this. But I was going to meet up with one of my boyfriend's friends. She had sciatica, and so she was like, I have all this shit that's really great for your back. So she just gave me all this stuff. But as I'm like getting out the car to meet her, it's on Marcus Garvey near Broadway. Niggas are on the block. Old men. They're like, baby, you want my cane, baby? You good?
No,
I was
no,
like,
they didn't.
That's
I'm
hilarious.
okay. Thank you. They're like, are you sure? I can help you now. I was like, not me getting bagged by the old man for my bad back.
They said cane.
The man offered me his cane.
You should
And
have
then he
took it.
said, baby, I know you in pain. I know how that go. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
let me inch my way back into my fucking car and pretend like that never happened. Like,
You might need a little cane. Like a walking stick.
A walking stick. You can bedazzle it.
I would get one if I was like in a bad way. Absolutely.
who's next?
I'll reply to this video that I've seen. Not confirmed if it's real or not, but it is a video of Jerry Springer basically discussing the fact that he, like decades ago, cheated on his white wife with a black woman. And his wife said, you need to cut off communication with her, and you cannot have any relationship with your extramarital children. So in his will, he left all of his money to the biracial children. Have you
he
guys
had
not seen this
kids.
video?
No.
Have you guys not
Like
seen
they're
this video?
extramarital children. No, I'm like,
It's like
why are
all
you
over
replying to this?
TikTok, and I'm like, damn. Even in his death, Jerry Springer is being a messy ass,
Messy bitch.
Messy little
a
bitch.
messy bitch. But also very interesting that he left, most of his riches. I think he left the property, like 2 properties, to his white children, and then left like everything else to the black kids.
Period.
Damn.
Damn, that makes
And
me think
nothing for
about.
his wife.
You saw all the drama around Brian McKnight disowning his black kids.
I did see that.
That was mess.
Wait.
I went deep down a rabbit hole on that.
I've heard of this, but I didn't know. So he has he has biracial kids. Is that why it's like disowning his black kids specifically?
He has one kid with this like Hawaiian lady, and she has like 3 other kids, or like 2 other kids from her previous marriage.
Brian
And
McKnight.
like, yeah, Brian McKnight. And he posted a picture of his new wife's daughter and was like, "You're the best daughter I've ever had. Like, when you came into my life, I became a girl dad, blah, 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 blah." He has a whole
But he
other
got
daughter
Other daughter.
that is like a
Ooh.
blood daughter.
That's insane.
And like
Well,
both of the
maybe
kids spoke out
something happened.
that like it's been terrible, blah, 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 blah. People were lighting his ass up.
Well, I'm replying to that, and I am leaving on red just like all these TikTok videos that I keep seeing about like black men being the bottom of the barrel and the dusties and all this stuff. I
said
really
that?
have. Oh my God, it's like all over TikTok. And that Sprinkle lady, I think she's very funny, but then I saw a picture of her living room and there were cords spilling out of her TV. And I'm like, you guys are taking advice from this woman who can't get a man to run the cords in the wall? Why are they hanging below the television?
I didn't watch that video, and she comes up a lot. So, like, what is her thing?
So her whole thing is like, don't be a pick-misha, don't be a
pick me.
Bob. What did she say? Barbara the Builder, where you're helping him build his legacy. Don't be a
I was like, Glenn loves to build. Okay, but not for the man. I got it.
don't be a bonita. Make him pay for your hair to get done. But basically saying like, don't date a broke, dusty black man, and date for money. I guess. I don't know.
Specifically black
Did she
men?
say black? Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say she said specifically black men, but I'm saying on TikTok I'm seeing a lot of videos about like, I'm tired of black men. You black men are dusty. Da da da. Black men. And I have this theory that I've been working out, and I think it's just like, how we know black on black crime is like not a real thing. It's just proximity. That's the same thing with dating, and I hate that like black women and black men put other races on this pedestal. Like even on this show, y'all have said things like white king and I know it's a joke, but like it's not a pedestal. Like there are shitty white men too, and there are great black men. It's like we're in proximity with our community, so obviously we're gonna have more negative experiences with people that we spend more time with. But like this idea that like black men are just the bottom of the barrel, it's really starting to disgust me. And similarly, this idea that black women are the bottom of the barrel is disgusting. It's just like all this self-hate and like putting these other cultures on this pedestal like they're so much better than us because you don't actually interact with them. Because I was just having lunch with my friend who she's Asian.
I love when you go to have a lunch because you come back with some tea, child.
And she only dates white men, and she, she has her own issues to deal with because she's like, I don't like Asian men, and I'm like, but you're Asian, anyways. So she only dates white men, and the story she was telling me, I was like, these men sound like the bottom of the barrel. They sound terrible, but that's because that's who she's dating. So I just want people to wake up and stop letting TikTok dictate your life because you're taking dating advice from a woman whose living room looks like a dorm room.
Yikes. I
Please
will
send the
say
video
one
of the
thing though
apartment.
on the I'm not trying to defend any of this, but I do think there are different cultural elements with dating and the expectations of the man that I think have been lost in some of Black culture. I can say specifically Black American culture compared to when we look at African cultures in some spaces. Again, this is a generalization. Arab cultures in some spaces. Not that that is necessarily a good or bad thing. You have to take what comes with that, because in African culture, sure, the man will take care of you and his 5 other wives. If you're cool with that, then that's your lifestyle. In Arab culture, men will take care of the home and the household per, how they live, but you got to have permission from him to do everything that you're going to do.
I strongly disagree. Like, I think those people exist, but even those are stereotypes. Like, there are different types. And if you want a black man that has these super traditional values and that's what you want, take your ass to the South. There are plenty of black men that still want to protect and provide, and that is something that's ingrained in them, and they're holding on. Like, there are different types. Like, just like, stop shitting on your own people, which in turn you're shitting on yourself, dumbass. Like, literally, you're online talking about how terrible your brothers are. What if you have a son? You want people to talk about how terrible he is? Like, it just like really grosses me out, and I don't get it. And then I know we shouldn't think this way because it's like the whole idea of respectability politics, but I'm like, all these white people are probably like fucking laughing at their asses off at us. We look dumb.
Or they're like, well, when I get the black man, he don't treat me bad. He treat me good. That's what the white ladies be saying. They say stuff
some
like
of them.
I've seen it on TikTok.
And some of them were on Jerry Springer. Getting dogged out.
So, okay, I missed the whole Ebony K. Williams conversation. And since this is a solo episode, if I may, I would just love to just jump into it real quick. So I talked to my sisters about it. I'm trying to find the text messages because my family knows Iyanla. My mom's like good friends with her. And I was like trying to figure out who she's initiated to and like more of her religious background. And I said she's got the internet in a tizzy with this whole bus driver conversation. And sister two, if y'all listen to the Patreon, y'all know who that is, said, please don't trigger me. I'm disappointed in her viewpoint she's expressing. And I don't think the Orishas directed her this way.
Ooh,
and I said, I kind of agree with her, although a lot of what she said was very heteronormative. And she did say it's not a factor of genitalia. And she's did you watch the whole...
I'm confused.
They're critiquing Iyanla or Ebony?
They're critiquing Iyanla.
Okay.
And sorry, for context, I agreed with, I listened to the full Griot interview where Iyanla was saying that a lot of black women are moving with very masculine energy because we haven't necessarily been in a space at times to be able to sit in more feminine energy. Again, all of this is very heteronormative, very
and
stereotypical, white. That as well. But there are elements of it that I did agree with what she was saying. And I did say that I hope that essentially like black women can step into more of this soft life concept and embrace feminine energy. And then we got into this whole conversation basically about how black women are misunderstood, and that she feels that one of my sisters felt that like we deserve to seek out men for financial support. She talked about how a lot of white women, when she was going to college, like outright said that they were going to get their MRS. And we had a bit like, it's a long discourse. I would love to read you guys like the whole conversation, but it's a lot. Maybe we can get more into it on the Patreon. But one thing that I did like that my sister said was that she was annoyed by the conversation because she felt it was irresponsible to use her platform. And that Iyanla herself has had some missteps in her relationships and her dynamics with her own children.
Oh my God.
So,
wow, tea.
Oh, I hope this don't get picked up by nobody. Yeah.
We can have our own discourse about it.
I'm going to read the quotes. I'm going to read the direct tea on the Patreon because now that I'm rereading it, I'm like, oh, this is messy.
I mean, here's the thing. It is true that, like, I think black women overwhelmingly are expected to, like, not ask for too much. That's a real thing. Like, I'm not disagreeing with that. Ask for what you want to ask for. But, like, my point is you can get what you want from a black man.
I think so, too.
I think you can. I just think it might take a while to find. But I think it takes a while to find people in general. Like, I think overall, within our generation at least, we're in a bad way.
Maybe in New York. Because like I said, there are many regions of this country in which black men are still like, I want to protect my wife and I want to provide for my wife and like, you know, you stay home with my children and like whatever traditional value you may have.
Yeah, I think it's a very complicated and layered conversation. Kind of what I was trying to get at when I was going through the text messages and I was trying to find it. And then I was like, oh, this is too messy. I can't read this. But essentially that I do feel that a lot has become very transactional in our dating dynamics, which I don't think is very native to us as a people. It's very much rooted in like capitalism and exchange. And I mean, listen, I'm not directly from the motherland, but when you look at the principles of just like something as simple as Kwanzaa, a lot of it is around like cooperative economics. It takes a village, community. And so our culture, to my understanding, is one of supporting one another and coming together. Not necessarily, you know, some Queen Charlotte, like, I'm in the house, he's outside, he does what he wants, I sit in here in my dress, da-da-da. Like, not that you're not being taken care of or provided for, but that there is a partnership. So he's outside getting the meat, hunting, you gathering, you sewing, you soaking the peas. I don't know. Like, there's some, you know, give and get. And you two are a unit, opposed to when I do think of the white women at my school that went to get their MRS. I don't want that. They seem super miserable, and no shade, but a big chunk of them, I'm not kidding, and I'm not even saying this in a rude way, I think half their husbands are gay.
Well, you know what, Shade? It's because you actually interact with those people, right? I think you have a proximity, so it's probably enlightened you to be less naive. And I think when someone who has less of a proximity is just seeing, you know, the images on television,
Right.
the images on TikTok of, oh, this white man is going to come save you, then they think that's real. I think a lot of people are like building this huge following, and it's based off of people's naivety.
And they're literally saying, go get a white man.
You're talking about.
No, and I'm not just even talking about that. Like, I'm talking about like a lot of these people. And I'm making the joke about the sprinkle lady, because how are y'all taking advice from a lady whose living room looks like that? I don't understand. I don't quite get it.
Is she in a relationship?
I don't know. But the way how she's talking is, I mean, I don't know. My point is like, I think the internet really has people fucked up. And I think people are really naive, and here's the thing. Yes, like, strive for whatever perfect life you want and like all of the things, but like, people don't show you everything, right? So you're seeing what you're seeing on the internet. They're showing you the best of their experiences. I mean, people literally will take pictures of their husbands, like buying whatever presents they get them. I find that to be very strange, but people do it. And yeah, they're not showing you when their husband, you know, said something mean to them and they were crying in the bathroom, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, you're not seeing everything. So like, focus internally on what you want and then strive for that. Stop being influenced by fucking people who are lying to you to gain a following.
Period.
Ooh.
Mic drop.
That's that on that. That is that on that, girl.
I thoroughly enjoy this conversation, though. I think it's very interesting. And we're going to keep having more of it because we're getting in that age now where relationship dynamics, I think, are becoming more and more important because people are now dating more so to settle. And I think that some interesting shit comes up when you start getting into this stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like our society is just in a very different place. Like, you got to think people are walking around with fucking 5-carat diamond rings, but like they're moissanite or lab grown. Like, no, and it's no shade. It's no shade to that.
No,
like,
no, not oop. Like, oh,
yeah, like I would
cheap,
get some.
right.
I get some fucking lab grown jewelry if I fucking feel like it. and those are beautiful. But like you walking around acting like your ring is $10 million and it's actually 10,000. It's like, and you don't, I don't think it's necessarily your job to tell people. I think people need to smarten up on their own and stop being so obsessed with what other people are doing and like having to keep up, you know?
Yeah, but if people are gonna flex and be lying, then I do think and have a platform and lie.
People flex and lie.
Yeah,
You know?
it's
Everyone's doing it.
irresponsible.
Everyone's doing it. I told Sade we should probably start doing it too. I'm joking.
Flexing and lying? Oh
Yeah.
God.
Let's get some like 7-carat diamond rings.
But again, like, ugh. Okay, Glenn, I
joking.
feel like we're cutting you off from being
No,
able to
you're fine.
No.
This is good.
be
Continue.
on Reddit reply, but like, okay, I don't want to sound like one of these people who just like say big words, but like, yes, we are fully functioning under like a capitalistic society. So we like live and breathe in this. Like we produce things, we get money, things are transactional in our lives. We like nice things. You got to spend money to get these things, right? And like we've given that value, we've given that importance. We've essentially, in a lot of ways, fed into this money can buy happiness, or at least money can be a band-aid and provide some type of joy. But like, what is the true value? Like what are we really looking for? Because I feel like it's just like filling an empty hole. Now, don't get me wrong, I just bought some fucking Loewe sunglasses. I could have got them off of Amazon. I could have got some Amazon $15 sunglasses. But like, I don't want that. I like
You
nicer
feel-
things.
I think it's probably like psychological. Like you feel good when, and I'm speaking on myself too. And you know, maybe we should have a psychiatrist on here. But I think you probably feel good when other people covet your shit. If you actually like when I'm wearing something that is a status symbol,
Yes.
that's what that is. It's a status symbol.
Yes,
Like you could
yes.
get those same frame
You're right.
shapes
You're right.
from elsewhere. But like you're wearing something that says like, I know about fashion. Like I
Yes.
have enough access to afford this. Like
Yes.
I understand what's cool and what like it's interesting, and it's like not, I'm not trying to have a critique on it like I'm on like some like holier than thou shit, because I love my Loewe as well, but it is something to like when I'm thinking about like when I talk to my nieces and like when I have children, I am just going to always remind them like she probably got that shit from DH Gate.
Ah, yeah.
Like, worry about yourself. And I follow another, it's a white lady on TikTok. I'll try to find it and show it to you guys. But she's like a very wealthy Upper East Side white lady. And on TikTok, she talks about how all her bags are fake. Her thing is like, your diamond should be real. Your leather doesn't matter. And like,
Say
all
your
her
leather
bags are
doesn't
fake.
matter.
I mean,
All her bags are fake. And she is on private jets. So it's just like, you just don't know.
where do you put your dollars? Yeah. Yeah, but I do think you're right that it is a status thing. And I think that some of that comes with societally just where we've given importance. And I do think a lot of that comes from being Black. Like, I know that my parents are very particular that, like, when they go places, people don't even play them because they see my mom's Chanel bag and they see her Rolex and they see my dad pull up in his nice car. I mean, they say weird shit like, oh, you played for the Knicks, right?
Right.
And he's like, nope, I was a guidance counselor.
I'm just 7 feet tall.
right. And
Well, that's
so-
almost like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, and I think like it's like a thing that we have had to do, and it's been very much ingrained in us that like, fine, take the designers out of it, but like you weren't allowed to like leave the house with looking unkept or
Yep.
your things not ironed or that you were of any
Your
type
bonnet
of low
on,
class
your
with your
bedroom slippers.
with your bonnet on and your fuzzy slippers. Right. So it's a lot of levels and layers to it, but you're absolutely right. It's like, I know, to your point, when I go into certain rooms that if you know, you know, and there is a certain level of respect. And I was even telling Glenn, I was like, ugh, I'm very over like the flashy logo brands.
Yeah,
like I was
you
like,
did
I
say
don't
that.
want like another
Well,
pair of Balenciagas.
Have you done any research into quiet luxury and how it's rooted in
Oh, yes.
white supremacy?
Well, no, but
Because it's
I
this
have
whole-
seen this whole conversation around quiet luxury.
It's this whole idea. So, I actually have the number somewhere because someone sent me like a report from like Bloomberg. But all the brands that
reporting.
are all the like quiet luxury, so like the Loewe's are doing really well right now because that's really in, is to have something where it's like more like if you know, you know. And there have been like all these like social scientists that are saying, yeah, that's rooted in white supremacy because historically Black people have like gotten into brands and they wear the most like flashy thing because they want you to know that this is a Gucci and this is Louis Vuitton. Like, I remember our friend who we our ex-friend that we talk about sometimes on this show, like sis used to wear like a Louis Vuitton boot and a Louis Vuitton bag and a Louis Vuitton this and a Louis Vuitton that, and like that made her feel good. That was like her status symbol. But like people with actual money will wear like $1,000 t-shirt with no branding, you know, like, and so like there's lots of research on this, but it's interesting that that's now becoming popular. It's also a thing on TikTok now about nails. Have you not seen that? Like your nails,
No.
like real rich girls have nude nails.
Oh, like the Kim
Oh,
nails.
I've been seeing
Like not
the
all that
old
extra
money aesthetic.
designs and stuff. The old money aesthetic. Like you put on a nude nail, a light pink base, like maybe a French, but like all that design stuff, they're like, that's people who don't have money.
Ooh.
The nails cost a lot of money.
Right.
All that
I'm about to
designer
look like I
shit.
have no money. About to have my alien superstar nails.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh, guys,
That actually
I'm having
makes
a
me-
flare up. I'm having a flare up.
I know. I'm like, you're shaking. Yeah, but even the sprinkle lady, she was like, yeah, if you want a rich man, you shouldn't have complicated nails. I'll just say complicated.
That's actually so funny.
I was screaming. Well, you know what's funny though is that when you do talk to men, again, this is a stereotype, but I do feel like they like when I asked my boyfriend like, oh, do you like my toenails? Like I had like a darker color. He was like, I like when they're like a nude, like a pink, almost
See,
clear.
not my man. He must be
What?
ratchet.
I'm like,
I did a pale
clear.
pink, and he was like, "That's boring. Where's the designs?"
Oh, he likes a design.
He likes an extra nail, but I'm like,
I love that.
yeah.
Speaking of Alien Superstar, that's gonna be my only on red is these Renaissance spoilers. Like,
So
are y'all
annoying.
engaging in them?
No.
I'm trying to avoid them, but like I've seen things that are unavoidable, and I'm just telling myself that it's just gonna be different when I see it in person.
That's what I'm trying to tell myself too. But like, I have friends
Like,
that
she's
keep
gonna have a whole
sending
new
me the
outfit.
clips.
Yeah. Or it's just gonna feel different when you're in the room.
So yeah, I'm leaving that on red, and I'm going to reply to men in their like mid 20s. They are so fun, like 25 to 27.
Come on.
Okay,
Wait,
cougar.
fuck. You're not a cougar.
giving coug.
in between.
So you've been talking to these
Yeah.
young boys? You trying to steal their youth?
They are on me. They on my body.
Yeah.
They on my body. That's the thing about them. I got two. They both are so like insistent. They just be like, "You fine as hell. I'm trying to see you. What's good?" One of them is coming up here to visit New York, like on my body. They just shower with praise. They feel it's like every time I'm around them, they're like hype. They're like, "Oh shit, she's like fucking with me." Like, you know, a lot of respect and just
Yeah,
a lot
that's how I
of
feel like excited.
yeah. But I was talking to my friend about this earlier today, actually. We're like, now when we were their age, were they fucking with older women too? And just being like ratchet with us when we were like 25? Like, and
Or
this one
beware,
dude
'cause
like
they might be
loves
trying to take
older
your
women.
money.
No, I know. That's what I wonder too. Because one of them was like, yeah, I'm trying to be your sugar baby. I said, what?
Ew. Red
I have
flag.
no sugar.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to give. I don't have nothing to give, child. The young man is taking the bus up to New York, and I was like, ooh, we got to get you like a little train ticket. I was tempted, but I'm not doing that.
Not.
I'm not doing that. But I'm like, ooh, the bus, that is
Tell
very
him to get a
25
job at the grocery store.
years
to pay.
old. He has many jobs.
Why the grocery store?
Yeah, I don't know why the grocery store.
You know, a little extra side job.
He got jobs. He just
I
like,
do think our friends were fucking older women though.
they must have been.
I
Now
really-
I'm going to go back and talk to like some of my homies.
I
And
know
they've
my
actually
man
told me
was.
that they have been.
Yeah,
Who?
he was fucking with like a
Yeah.
40-year-old woman when he was in his 20s.
Why?
I don't know. He said it was great.
I bet it gave. And I bet she was,
Said she was bad.
we be grown, we be living alone, we be having bread, all types of things. I see the appeal. And, you know, alternatively, they're just all eager, they're funny, youthful, vibrant.
Girl, you're like 5 years older than
I know,
this
I'm like,
person.
I'm
maybe
youthful
like
too.
3.
Yeah, exactly. I could tell the difference though. I could tell
They're
the difference.
young and fun and vibrant.
I mean, it's a big difference, especially as a man being younger. I think it makes a big difference.
Yeah. There's
yeah.
they're both of them are still trying to figure their shit out. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know, it's like interesting. So I
You
recommend
give
Help
off that
them.
2 energy. You love a little Mother Teresa moment.
I do. I do.
Oh my god, her and the personality test.
And then one more thing I'm just gonna throw in here, just because we were talking about like medical shit and quiet luxury and shit, and like the sort of like I've been thinking about the modernization and like the way everything is like aesthetic these days, and like a very simple aesthetic on everything. So I stopped going to my mom and pop dentist out on Kings Highway because it's just too damn far. Even though I love them,
Valid.
family owned.
Not you
You
going
know,
to tend.
Now she goes to
Now I'm
10.
going to tend. Now I'm going to
Wow.
tend.
You should.
But part
actually
of the
look into
problem-
This. Yeah, it's actually a
Yeah.
problem. Now banks are running basically most of the industries, and you're not getting the same level of care apparently.
Nope.
But
I mean, it was just
looks
like,
cooler. It feels cooler.
but I go in there to brush my teeth, and there's a sign, like there's like some neon sign behind me that's purposefully backwards so that when you're in the mirror, you can take a selfie, and it says like tag us. I'm like, that is something about that is
Scary.
post-apocalyptic, right? Yeah, like,
Yes.
and then my dentist out in
Dentist's office.
King's Highway, like when I was going there, I noticed that they would try to like sprinkle in like some little like, you know, high tech things, but it still came off like I'm with, you know,
They're behind.
the families. Yeah, like the families. Everything in there was like dark wood and like just kind of over the top random stuff. This, you know, tend everything is white, streamlined, and I can't lie. Just because I'm like a product of this environment, when I enter spaces that look like that, it's like easy on the eyes and it just makes me feel calm.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
It's like
lose.
our generation likes
Yeah.
easy booking and
Yeah. The fact that there's an app, everything, I'm like, this is better for me. This is easy. It's not convoluted.
Convenient.
But we're gonna lose all of the like, just like the real shit. Just imagine everything looking so like a box, a white box, and everything being so transactional, and just you just like tap your phone, you put your like an app, leave.
yeah. At 10, do you even see the same dentist every time? I don't.
No,
think you
well,
do.
when I was making a follow up, they're like, "Oh, she'll happen to be here the next time you come." But yeah, but it
nice.
could have been a different person.
Yeah, because I think when I
Totally.
went, it was like always different people. I know
When
when,
I go to-
Tia,
Yeah, when I go to Tia, I see somebody different every time.
This
yeah,
is true.
mad people
And-
see my poo nannies.
Yeah, like, and there's something about that, right? You know, like you build that rapport and that
No,
relationship.
you can
with your
request, I think,
doctor.
at Tia.
Oh, there's actually a Tia opening up right by my house, so I'm like, oh,
Well,
convenient.
and I mean, I like going in the Tia and drinking a little bubbly drinks, and
the
it's
socks.
aesthetic as hell. The socks, the little kimono robe thing they put you
I
in.
don't think we can compare Tia to Tend.
I was
I
thinking
think
that.
we can. I think they're owned. I think it's owned by a private bank.
Is Tia owned by a private bank? I thought it was opened by like these 2 women.
I mean, but
okay,
they're,
maybe it
where
was
their
founded by
financing coming
something, but
from?
Then their financing came from something else.
Yeah, I was
don't
thinking
know.
that like Tia, it's like its ethos is really around like accessible care for women or something. But
But like, if I'm going to Tia, who's gonna deliver my baby? Like, I'm not building up that rapport with like an OB. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
different.
that's important. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, when the time comes,
well,
find your little black doc. I know who's delivering my babies.
I was gonna say you already got
Ooh.
Shorty.
Shanae.
Oh, you gonna go to Philly?
She's in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She
Well,
already knows.
I have another medical thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think I said this yet. But you know I'm in LA now, so I'm exposed to a lot more sun, and I have a sunspot on my back, and I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I
What's
hope it's not
that?
fucking a bad thing, but someone was telling me, yeah, like sometimes people with lighter skin, when they're like exposed to the sun a lot, they start getting sunspots. But like, I'll try to show you guys. It's like,
Take it off.
can you see it? It's like a little spot on my shoulder.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The mole? Is that
Yeah.
a sunspot?
Well, that was never there.
Oh shit.
Do you think
But
it's
could you develop
a
moles?
sunspot or a mole?
I don't know, is my point. But I've never had random brown circles show up on my body.
Oh, you don't get moles or like oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's
Are you gonna go get it checked out?
Yes, for sure.
Oh my god, that's so intense.
Wait, okay, I'm so fascinated by this. So you don't have any of those anywhere else?
Yeah, like I have moles on my body, but like I've always had them.
Yeah, but you get more as you get older. Like
Okay.
literally, I have new ones pop up every few weeks.
Do you get them checked?
Nope. Like there's one on my neck that just got here, and this one is kind of raised.
See, my sister gets growing moles, like the little
Yeah.
like the raised ones, but I don't get that.
This one's raised. Some are flat, and they literally just appear.
You know who seems to be getting a lot of moles? Beyonce.
Yes.
She's getting a lot of
you're
moles.
Right. She
Yeah.
does.
And they're
It's
kind
like
of raised.
It's Black Lady. It's just what we do.
It's aging, I guess.
Yeah. I'm starting to get them like they're very flat, but all around my eyes. I have two here. I have a bunch. They just
So is that a mole or a freckle?
child. I don't know what the difference is. It's probably a
Spots.
sunspot.
You probably got
Or
sunspots.
a liver spot.
Right.
Oh,
If
not
anyone
liver
has
spot.
That's what
sunspots,
Glenn was saying.
fuck is a liver spot?
I don't know. She called the lady from. She said the lady from Tarte had a liver spot.
She had liver spots all over her
What
face.
are those?
I think those are sunspots.
I'm
I
screaming.
see them on like very pale people though.
But honestly, these very well could be sunspots because I'm not the best with them.
Wait, speaking of the Tarte lady though, because we talked about this on our Geneva chat. If you're not on our Geneva chat, you
Please
need to
join.
get into the Geneva chat.
Even though I don't know how to use it.
It's so
You're
fun.
getting there. You're getting there.
It's a yeah, she does. She's
I
always
was in
like,
the wrong one.
guys, what's happening?
Who said that? I
And you
never
bitches
saw
ignore
that.
me. You're so rude.
I told you you're in the wrong chat.
No, put it in there.
It's just
No,
funny
that is
now
the
when you go in there.
introduce yourself chat.
Stop writing in the introduce yourself chat unless you're saying hi to people. We gotta
I said, I
push
hope
them
you had
to
a
the
nice
group chat.
Monday.
We gotta take them to the
You
group
did.
chat.
You did.
All right, whatever. What are you
Um,
gonna say about Geneva?
Yeah, no. Well, we were talking about the whole like Tarte drama on Geneva chat and how like, you know, the black influencers had gone down. They were not being treated fairly and all this back and forth. And like the founder of Tarte, apparently, I didn't realize she was like supposed to be the face of the brand kind of. And like one of the appeals when they go on these trips is that people get to hang out with her. I'm like, why would I want to hang out with her? That is
She doesn't
fucking
seem cool.
crazy at all. At all. So she's
But-
like, you want to come tripping with Tarte and hang out with me on the beach? No. But
I mean,
anyway,
I do want to go on a trip for free.
I was wondering.
True. Don't be talking all
If-
this shit.
If they offered us a trip, would y'all go?
Sorry, invite us.
Let's talk about it on Patreon.
I'm not. I don't know nothing about this scandal.
Where would the trip be to?
Like
If it's
a
like very
super
exotic.
exotic
possibly.
tropical island. Listen. So, but anyway, real
I'll
quick
go
though,
'cause
she
they need
did
to
this
give other black creators reparations.
a platform and
I'll
stuff.
go.
just
I
be
mean,
all
be wearing
black
Pat
creators.
McGrath. I'll go and I'll
Oh.
be like, I'm wearing Pat McGrath.
Right. Oh, they gave us all these shades.
Fashion
Thanks,
fair.
Tarte. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup of the day and like not even use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so she did this like fake ass apology video while she was doing a Get Ready With Me
Using
and it
Tarte
was-
products.
with Tarte products, half like curling her hair. It was really bad.
Now I'm gonna
And
Google
she just
it.
she just issued an apology for saying that apology video was like insensitive.
Distasteful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cringy.
because why talk about DEI and inequality while you're doing a damn Get Ready With Me using Shape Tape?
Right.
Bitch, not liver spots.
Like, that's crazy.
I just Googled them. They are truly the white woman's moles.
Yeah. But I think I have one on my back. Did you guys also see I haven't seen it yet because it literally just popped up, but I feel like to be timely that Obama responded to when Michelle was like she hated him for 10 years.
Yes.
Did you see
But I
it?
didn't see the whole thing.
Okay,
saw,
can I
like,
play
a
it?
short clip. Sure. I gotta stand.
In good graces. Again, for a friend. You got things I'll take notes.
Let me just say this. It sure helps to be out of the White House. And to have a little more time with her.
Right.
You know, what also helps, though, about children.
Yeah.
I don't know about your spouse. Michelle, when our girls were growing up, that was priority number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Of course.
And so I did not fully appreciate, I think, as engaged of a father as I was, the degree of stress and tension for her, knowing that
Oh, so that sounded like she was doing all the work.
Yes. Oh, I did hear that then. But I wanted to listen. I'm assuming it's a full interview.
Yeah.
I wanted to listen to the full interview.
Shadi's over here fucking trying to massage her back.
Yep.
My black girl doing shit is this little girl on TikTok called Van Van. Have you guys seen her?
No.
Yes, I love
Okay,
her.
so Van Van
Oh,
is
is
a
this the girl who
4.
does the little dances?
Yeah, she's a 4-year-old rapper.
Oh, I love her.
She's so freaking cute. There's Van Van.
She's
Yes,
so cute.
that's my girl.
She's adorable, and she just makes
She's
my
so
ovaries tingle. And lately, I've been thinking maybe I could have a daughter.
You didn't want girls?
No.
Me either. But I was thinking that too, just because I saw a video of a man with his daughter, and I was like, oh my God. But nah.
And honestly, some women and their moms, like one of my friends, her and her mom have like it's like a relationship like I've never seen. It's like they're like actual best friends.
I love that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I feel like I would, if I had like, if my daughter literally was like, just like up my butthole, I would love that too.
That's why I want the boys. I'm like,
Right.
go back in my womb and just
Oh my God.
be with me forever.
What would you do?
So the What Would You Do? It's based off of this new show that I've been watching called Summer House, Martha's Vineyard.
Ooh,
Have you guys been watching?
I'm behind because I'm in a deep Vanderpump hole.
Oh, don't even understand what's happening there, but it looks very juicy, so maybe I should get in the hole, but I'm not
super juicy.
starting from season 1. But anyways, so on Summer House, there's like a married couple that's kind of like the nucleus of the house,
Yes.
and kind of
the girls
everyone
don't
is like,
her.
yeah, and everyone's like their friend. But at the dinner, the husband of the married couple came at the wife's friend
I
and
did
was
see
like,
this.
I don't like that you guys go out and stay out till 3 a.m. in the morning.
And he
And
said it's only with you.
yeah, so I'm wondering, what would you do if your friend's husband, fiance, boyfriend came to you basically saying he doesn't like that you guys are like partying so much and staying out late. He doesn't think it's safe and he doesn't like it.
She got to take that up with her man.
I was gonna say you should talk to your wife about that.
Don't
I
come
don't
for
know
me.
what
I
to
thought
tell
that was
you.
odd.
I thought it was so odd. Like, talk to your woman about her curfew. What are you
Right.
talking to me for?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me. But I guess because they're like friendly, he felt he could say it. That's where it gets weird when your man is like friends with your friend.
Oh, did you hear Ben Affleck and J-Lo are going to break up?
No,
You're
they're not.
lying.
And those videos are bullshit. Because everyone's
How do
like,
you
he slammed the door in her face. And I'm like, there's literally a paparazzi following them around and he's mad at the paparazzi.
He seems like he's constantly
always
annoyed
mad.
by her.
Yes. What?
Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. I can't. All right. This has been fun. I'm having a flare up. I got to go lay down.
The drama.
Take us
Listeners,
out.
thank you as
Y'all think I'm being
always.
dramatic. Wait till this happens to you. Okay?
Thank you as
It
always
has happened
for-
to me. It's terrible. So I
Why is
get
my
it.
nail salon calling me? They bet not be canceling my appointment because, as you can see, I'm missing a nail. Listeners,
Oh, they're rich
thank you.
nails. Quite
Yeah, you
luxury
know.
nails.
you know, being fucking influenced by. No, I just didn't feel like spending extra money or sitting there for an extra hour. But yeah, love you guys for listening. Join our Geneva. Join all of our platforms. We are Black Girls Sexting. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.